Welcome, folks, to another video. We are out west, baby. We traveled many miles to get here. It's me. We got Mitchell behind the camera, and we have a guest star today. But we're fishing for some western walleyes today, and western giant walleyes is the plan. It's early in the morning right now. We're about to go out and hunt them down. Stay tuned. All right, so baits we're running today. Pretty simple summer lineup. However, everything's a little bit bigger and a little bit beefier. It's kind of how, obviously we're kind of on the hunt for big walleyes. One option always stays the boat, big glide bait. Hyper rattle, big shiver minnow, something like that. A 3 or 3.5 in the bigger sizes, upsized hook on there, everything like that. Another one which you can't go anywhere in the summer without is Kalen's search bait. This is the 5/8. Gizzard shad is the color. I don't think the color really matters a whole ton. But one thing we're doing is threading the crawler on there, and then I'll put a really big beefy hook on there because we have the potential for real big fish. So I'll go way up in hook size and something big and beefy on there, simply with a crawler on there. Something I can pitch at fish and hunt them. And then something like a big glidey plastic. Something on this is a 1/2 ounce Kalen's head with the full-size Kalen's, I think it's like a 5.5 inch jerk minnow on there. Something you can kind of hover around fish, snap it up above them, things like that. So this is basically our arsenal. The rods, they're all very similar, just a couple different models of our heavy jigging rods. The search bait rod's a 7/4 rig and jig. This is the Elliott reaction bait rod in the Identity series. Probably my favorite rod for this hardcore ripping. That's basically what we're gonna do. We're gonna drive around, look for big fish, cast at them when we see them, and hopefully set the hook on some giant walleyes today. Got one. Just hit bottom. Oh, Mitchell. How's he feel?
I don't even think it hit bottom.
All right, fish number one. TK Tom is on the board. Search bait hit the bottom and the fish just bit. We casted at a few before it happened. Is it the one? I feel like it's not fighting like the one.
No,
it is a nice walleye though.
The one.
Search bait, number one, baby. These fish out here are such insane builds. Literally casted it out. We were watching it go down, hit bottom. I think you just engaged the reel and it bit.
Yeah, it was on as soon as I flipped the bail closed, and that was it.
That is 5/8 search bait. Get players at all, or is it gonna come out?
I think it should come out.
Beauty. We hope to get far bigger than that today. I'm sure we will, but you got to start somewhere. Was that a good starter, Mitchell, or were you hoping for bigger?
I was hoping for bigger. Disappointed. So was I, but that's all right.
Cameraman's
we got to
disappointed.
start somewhere.
Yeah. Number one. Basically, on these reservoirs, points are what the system is, and there's about 1 million points on these kind of systems. But we're gonna run 1 million of them. Hopefully, put something together. And find some few that bite, I guess, right? Right there. Fish on, Mitchell. Whoa. Angry, angry, angry. Tom literally just caught that first fish. On my very next cast, hook up. Not a giant, another 23 incher. There we go though, we're piecing it together. That fish on the search bait was one of those classic situations where the fish was right next to me and I started reeling basically up and he chased it dang near to the boat. And that actually happens quite a bit. It's a kind of a somewhat common thing to see them bite as they're really coming up high. There we go. Yeah, it hooked all weird, all goofy on them. There we go, man. Such healthy fish. But we need bigger. We need better. We need that one big hook set today, Mitchell. Something 30 plus, 10, 11, 12 pounds. I think even like 13 pounds is in the picture out here, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's how you know we're in the right place. So there we go. Let's let that guy go. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Search bait, baby. Oh, tried. Put it back in your mouth. Oh, dude, he's just tickling me. Got him. Oh, man. Not a giant fish here. One thing that's so important on these search baits is that you let them eat it. And that fish came in, started following. It was actually a little pack of them. And they were just tickling the worm. And you could just feel it. They'll kind of just be like pecks on there, but no real weight. And it's so important that you got to just let that fish like start to load the rod tip up on a search bait. A lot of people, the second they feel boom, they just want to set the hook. And you will get a lot of those where you'll cast at a fish, you'll feel a big bonk, and it'll just, whoa, 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 he's real angry. You'll feel that big bonk and your line will just go slack. But a lot of them, today it seems like they're a little bit lethargic, not super fired up yet. That could change as the day goes on here, but when you feel that fish kind of come up and whack it, keep reeling, same speed. And a lot of times they'll just keep coming back, and then the rod will load up, set the hook. Not a big one there. We're still working our way up though, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Just burning through a whole bunch of water, casting at a whole bunch of fish. And when we get bit, we're putting them in the boat. So that's kind of the deal. Midsummer, 5/8 search bait is the deal. And honestly, if they made a 1 ouncer, I'd probably have that on because it's just so much faster. It's all about kind of speed, especially when you're dealing with some of these deeper fish. And that right there is kind of the system right now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. We've been fishing here for a couple days now, and really if you're fishing a small reservoir or a giant reservoir like this, we uploaded some good tips on how you guys can come out here and quickly find a lot of these summertime walleyes, kind of breaking down our whole locations, depth ranges, baits we're using, all like that. So if you guys want to find that, it's on the Walleye Now app. It's available on Google Play and the App Store. That video will be under Florida Reservoir System and the summer time frame, and it'll be a locational video. It does kind of a deep dive into how we're breaking down huge amounts of water and looking for fish. So give that a watch on the Walleye Now app. And now back to the fishing. Got him. Should be a little bigger. Man, did that one come flying up ridiculously close to the boat. That'll be some cool live footage. That fish wasn't very far out. And the second he saw that thing, man, he just started screaming up high. Should be a decent fish too. I don't know if we got super giant, but super giant is well within the realm of possibility today. Look at him, man. He might be a pretty good one.
Pretty good one.
Unreal. It's that time of year where it's like you can take a search bait anywhere in the country and catch a walleye on it. Big ones, small ones. I mean, it's just a absolutely killer bait. I'm gonna drive back at him here and get a little closer to him. Unreal to build on these things, man. Look at that fish. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a little bit more what we're after right there. Probably I would say 28-inch fish. I would say somewhere right in there, but the build is incredible on these things. We'll get that search bait out. Wow, man, look at him. That is getting, oh, calm down, buddy, a little bit closer to what we're after right there. Big summertime reservoir walleyes. Doesn't get any better, man. And the build on them, absolutely insane. 27.5 to 28 inches, I'd say. It's got to be right about spot on where he is. But the bite and to chase him down like that is unreal. Let's let him go. So important to take good care of these big fish. Everywhere they live, they are such a valuable resource. So important to let them go, take good care of them in the boat. It's a little more what we're after, but we can do even bigger than that today. And basically that fish came on same search bait I've been fishing. Longer, lighter rod. This is a 7.4 Elliott rig and jig model. It's kind of like your perfect search bait rod right there. Too awesome. Let's do it again. Rinse and repeat, baby.
Oh, come on. Oh,
Touched me. I'm gonna get him back. Got him right there.
I can't believe he came back.
Yep. That's the size we want. That was just your picture perfect mark right there. Up on the crown of a point. He was coming in and he actually touched the bait once and I just didn't set the hook because I didn't think it was, he had it all the way. The fish stopped, I dropped back to him and he raced back up and bit it. And it's gonna be one of the ones we're after. Oh yeah, look at that. Such a versatile bait. There's very few baits you can just kind of stall out like that, feed it back to them, begin reeling again, and they'll bite. This one is one of them though. And we're gonna fight this fish nice and easy like he's a giant. Oh! Because he probably is a big one. You'll have him on all the way to the boat?
You don't want to know. That's all right.
Did it look big?
No, probably 18, 19 inches, yeah.
Yeah, about 15, 16 incher.
Make yourself feel better on that one. Holy cow.
I even backed off the drag and everything, started fighting him light, and that's when he came off. Dang it, Mitchell. All right, I am here with Tom. He makes all of the TKI CNC stuff. He makes a ton of stuff, but he loves walleye fishing. And he invented, in my opinion, what's the best live holder, live pole system. We get so many questions on it. So maybe I always talk about like how practical it is and how much I love it, but maybe you could tell people what it is, how you make it, all that kind of stuff a little bit.
So all of our products are made of 6061 aluminum. Everything is USA sourced. So every nut, bolt, every product on this is made in the US. It's, again, 6061, we hard anodize it for corrosion resistance. So even in salt water, it's gonna hold up. But simple design to deploy and stow it. You literally press the trigger, it opens, the poles slide in, those snap shut, and you're off fishing.
And it's literally a rod holder too. That's something that we maybe don't talk about, but it's a great trolling option too that we use a bunch. So basically, Tom said a whole bunch of fancy stuff there and how it is, but it is the toughest one. How we use it, you can put it on a rail, a track, I mean, you can mount it kind of a lot of different ways. Mine's on a track, makes it easy to jump it around the boat, and basically all it is a screw right on there for you. You can take it, slide it right into your track system, or however you're mounting it, tighten that down, slide the pole down, and you have the toughest live mount in the world right there. And it's the one that we've used for multiple years now. So hopefully that answered you guys a few of your questions on our TKI CNC forward-facing poles and rod holders. And if you guys want to pick up something like this, I link in the video description of every single video we do. You guys can also check out Tom's website, which is
tkicnc.com.
And we also have a promo code for you guys, Walleye Now 24. So if this is something you guys want, get on there, check it out, link in description, use the code, and get probably what is the best mount in the world for doing this.
Throw at it on one.
This one's gonna do it. Come on, buddy.
Oh, he's
Got him right there. That was a better mark. Got to go from 0 to hero here. Little salty after losing that last big one. And Tom actually spotted this one off the edge, and it's so nice to have two guys kind of working the graphs up here, because we can both kind of, you know, pepper that bait. And if he's like, I'm too far left, I pitch out there on him. If I feel like I got a bad cast, Tom's out there on him right away. And when you're giant hunting, you might not get a million chances a day. This is definitely going to be the right size here. Now, normally I wouldn't be very stressed out, but after that last fish, losing it, little salty here. So this one means a lot. It's going to be big too. I mean, anytime you see a mark like that where it's way up high off the bottom, off the steep edge of a piece of structure, that is your big fish. And I cast it out to him. Saw the fish start darting. A couple more reel cranks, he was there. He's gonna pop up right here. Oh yeah, it's stud. Stud, man. That is what we are after right there. Come on, buddy. Oh yeah. Whew.
off in the net.
God, that was a lot of pressure to land that fish. Oh, Mitchell stuck to a shiver minnow here. We're gonna take a quick break from the action after we get up Mitchell unstuck, and we'll be back to you, talking to you folks. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I slime your camera up, or are you good?
I think we're good.
Look at that, man. Big summertime walleyes. Working for them hard today. We've probably caught a bunch of smaller ones, like 17 to 22 inches that we haven't really shown you guys, because we just know that this is what we're chasing. And ultimately, this video is riding on catching 3 or 4 fish like this. We got 2 of them now. 2 of these big ones so far today. Now we need something truly huge. But these ones are just absolute horses, man. Look at those fish. Unreal. Let's get them back in the water, Mitchell. Try not to leave all my rods out here for you to snag yourself on. Oh, they're so fun, dude. And they fight so hard out here. Unbelievable, dude. I mean, look at just the girth on those fish and how thick they are, how hard they fight. Unbelievable. Let's do that again. Come on, baby. If this one goes, Mitchell, it's going to be a good one.
You're right there.
Did I just go right through him?
Yeah, he's just coming.
Got him. Wow, dude. It's a good one. See how far that fish came up?
Yeah, it came up a long ways.
Just vapor trailing. When you get them just vapor trailing like that on the search bait, you just gotta keep going faster. It's almost like lake trout fishing. When they start coming up like that, you just keep reeling. Head shakes are real wide. Look at that one. He's just gonna come right up and in too. Yes! Oh, baby. That's the bite we wanted today.
That's a good one.
That's the bite we wanted. Good net job. I can't believe we got him that quick too. That was a very short fight for how big this fish is. Careful, girl. Careful, girl. Let's get you out here. That thing absolutely raced at me, dude. Look at the size of that walleye. That is incredible, man. What a big one. She's bleeding a little bit though, so we're gonna get her back real quick. Sometimes it's just you hook them weird, kind of like in the cheek or something. Wow, dude, that is a hefty big walleye right there. Oh, and she's angry. Wanted to hold on to her for a little longer, but you work so hard for those big bites. But the second I saw that bite, you guys probably see it on the camera. I think I said, Mitchell, if this one goes, it's gonna be a good one, and sure enough, it was. That felt really good. All the fish today that I've caught, and Tom's caught, and we've caught more than you guys have seen on camera. Some smaller ones have come on this exact bait, the search bait in the 5/8. It kind of seems like a lot of times, I mean, you throw a lot of like jump baits out here and stuff, like big glide baits and stuff. For whatever reason, it's like we're not getting a great response out of those fish. It's almost like they want that just floaty search bait and being able to kind of play with them, drop it back to them, bring it back up. Feels good though, because we just got to the spot and lied. Had one bite, smaller one bite, and then that one obviously bit. So we're on some fish now. All right, so when you're talking about summertime fishing on these reservoirs, I am by no means like the absolute expert on this, but in my experience from fishing a whole bunch of different one of these ones, whether it's Missouri River, whether it's smaller reservoir stuff, whatever it might be, it's all kind of about fishing points and relating to river channel stuff, especially in the summertime. And you'll generally have a migration that happens in all these bodies of water where fish will generally start, you know, up some river, and they will slowly spread their way out through a system, working their way deeper to kind of main basin areas and basin points. And a lot of these areas are just very expansive, right? So a lot of times just fishing a lot of points very fast and developing some kind of depth range in which the fish are relating to. If you work a few points and all the fish are in 15, then you kind of just look at a lot of that 15 foot of water on all the points you're gonna go to, or fish suspended around the edge. And that's kind of what we're doing. So if Mitchell, I don't know if you can even see the map here on your thing, you know, a lot of these reservoir systems, they're loaded with points that look like this, related to big river channel. So if you get little ones like this, that knob out here, I mean, that's a great option, right? And these fish will just move up and down, point to point to point, is kind of seemingly what they do. So if you see some big stuff, you know, here's kind of a unique one that kind of knobs off this way by a little cut. It's essentially what you're doing is just going point to point to point on stuff that looks like that, looking for fish very fast. And a lot of times, this was a lot of trolling. I'm sure a lot of trolling was done just to cover a lot of the water. Now with a lot of the stuff like forward facing and, you know, all technology stuff, we can go around and really quickly identify if we're around fish or we're not around fish, and kind of intentionally try to put our bait around some of the bigger fish on that spot. And that's what we're doing today.
No. Oh.
Fish on. Right there. Man, dude, that is such a cool way to catch a fish right there. It's such an unreal place to do it. He's getting bigger now. That one was right on the bottom. He started moving up, and just like that, not a giant, but a nice fish here. That is what we are after right there. The build on these things is just unreal, man. Unreal. Now he's gonna come in. There we go. That is too much fun right there. Especially when you watch them start vapor trail like that. Hopefully you guys will get some cool looks on the graph. It's not like, a lot of times when you're fishing the search bait, they'll just fly over to you. And I mean, like within seconds of seeing it, they're on it. These ones, it's like you cast out, you get them to kind of do this slow turn. They'll kind of turn and start angling back up, and then the vapor trail starts. And then you'll kind of play with them a little bit faster, slower, stop it, pause it. Another beautiful walleye right there though. Let's let them go. Not our giant, but hey man, we're having a heck of a day catching some big walleyes. See you later, homie. I'm liking it, Mitchell. I'm liking it. It's coming together. Give me some. Don't deny me. You thought about denying me for a second. Where is he? Oh, he is right there. Oh, yes. That was a cool bite. It's gonna be a good one too, huh?
Yeah, that's a good one. Here.
Well, we honestly didn't have hardly any crawlers today, and we ran out of them right away.
This is a really good one.
And Tom's got a really good fish on.
It won't move.
And he went to a jerk minnow and 3/8 ounce head. Oh, you're driving the boat.
Sorry.
It's all good. I'll get out of your way, Mitchell. That was the bite we needed. And you guys will see on the live footage, but that fish, I mean, just basically Tom was twitching above his head and all of a sudden he just vapor trailed.
Oh boy.
Is it a walleye?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was a pike for a second, but it's just a really long one. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, it's the one we want. I'm guessing he's got it just choked. There we go. He's
Nice
gonna have that
fish.
bait just down. That was super cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully my live's rolling, which it is. That'll be a super cool bite. You guys will see that thing. I mean, you kind of put it right on him. We're flying so fast, stopped, and you kind of worked it up, and it just absolutely annihilated it. Take a look at that one. That is a beast, man. Absolute beast of a walleye. That bait is gonna be so far gone the way he bit that thing. Down the hatch, baby.
Awesome fish.
Look how fat they are.
Yeah, that is a good fish.
Unbelievable place, man. That is some big reservoir walleyes in the summer. Doesn't get much cooler than that.
Actually, if you look, there's a circle hook stuck in her mouth.
Yeah, there is.
Is there really?
Yeah,
I try to get
Yeah,
it
we
out
should
for
try
him, or
and
is
get
it
that
so
out
far
for-
down?
yeah. It looks like a slow death hook.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's already just disintegrated.
You can see the tip if you want to grab that part of it.
Look at that.
Crazy. Never had that happen before.
Saving walleyes one corroded hook at a time.
Awesome.
It's
That's a
hard,
good day right there.
yeah, it's hard to put it in perspective because it's obviously, what time is it now? It's 4 p.m. or something like that. And like I said at the beginning, like this is not a numbers thing where you're hoping we catch 40 fish today or anything like that. This is much more of like, you're looking for the 1 or 2 correct bites, and you made it happen. That's good. It's all about those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 really big bites today. All right, another day on the water comes to a close. It was fun. Big fish were caught, big fish were lost. Many big fish were seen that were not caught or lost. So we left a few out here to play around with tomorrow. In fact, there's just a ton of ginormous fish where we're fishing. And whenever you come to these giant bodies of water, it's kind of a 3-4 day thing to kind of like piece together like some spots and presentations you feel super confident in. I feel like we got the presentation thing pretty done. I think if those fish are kind of neutral or negative, it's the search bait. If they get a little bit more jacked up, it's like a plastic or a shiver or something like that. But caught some nice fish today. So we probably will film more from here and some more big fish, hopefully. But I appreciate you guys watching this one. Make sure you guys check out our TKI CNC live pull and stuff down below. Use our code. It's a phenomenal setup and it doubles as a rod holder. So I appreciate you guys tuning in for this one. We're gonna get to bed tonight, eat some food, and do it again tomorrow. Stay tuned. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you on the next one.